Being brought to you by
Parsons Ford of Martinsburg, Rocks, the Dutch Miller Auto Group, the Mirius Group of Financial Advisors, the Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers, Brown's Funeral Homes and Cremations, CMA Honda, Craig Blair for State Senate, Orsini's Home Store, the Mansion Ferretti Law Firm, the Berkeley County Health Department, Hagerstown Ford, Smallwood and Small Insurance, Modern Realty Results, the Palace Lounge.
And now, let's go courtside and join our Talk Radio WRNR broadcast team with today's pregame show.
Absolutely dominated. They'll try to do the same again here tonight. Dylan Bishop and Colin McLaughlin here for Talk Radio WRNR and TV10. Aiden Sensabaugh is our cameraman on the TV10 side tonight. And Nick Verzolini's back in the studio. Colin, Spring Mills, as they have been all season, on a roll. And they'll be starting their lone senior here tonight, TJ Crawford, and getting him his first start of the season here against the Musselman team that just could not keep Spring Mills from making shots in that first game that they had against each other. 18 made three-pointers for the Cardinals in that game that they had against Musselman earlier this season. Obviously, hard to replicate, but they hope for sure to put up a performance like they did in that 98-27 victory that they had earlier this year.
Yeah, 16-0. It's been a fantastic season, a special season for Spring Mills, and now at home, as you said, senior night, so getting TJ Crawford in, and I expect to see them having a lot of fun. They look loose, ready to go, and at the same time, on Musselman's end, they just want to improve. They're the huge underdogs in this one, and they want to be able to say, hey, we're still a top 10 team in the state. Yes, last time we got dominated from start to finish, but can Spring Mills really go out and make 18 threes again tonight? Probably not. If they do, awesome. It'll be a lot of fun to watch. I still expect them to win either way because they are the best team in the state, and until somebody knocks them off that perch, you're not going to pick against them, and certainly not doing so when they're at home tonight against Musselman.
Right, you'll hear from Coach Samples of Spring Mills in the second segment of our countdown to tip-off, which is brought to you by Parsons Ford, 1400 Shepherdstown Road, and online at parsonsford.com. They became number one by making you number one first. Parsons, Coach Samples even said it himself. He said this is going to be a lot closer than that last game, that they're probably not going to make 18 three-pointers again, but that they need to focus up and not overlook this Musselman team, who so far this year is 10-7. Now, out of that 10-7, they are 1-5 in EPAC play, but there's been some close games in there that they've had losses in. They only lost by 5 points to Jefferson, 43-38, and only lost by 1 point on February 2nd to Hedgesville, 44-43. So that record could look even a lot better, although they didn't have that close of a matchup in this past Saturday's game at Martinsburg, where it was an 80-56 win for the Bulldogs. But Musselman is trying to get on the right track from that three-game losing streak and put up some performances more closely fitting what we know is possible from this Musselman team.
Yeah, they're absolutely starving for a win, as you just kind of listed off the 3 straight losses that they had after having 3 straight wins. And yes, we saw them against Martinsburg. Martinsburg dominated them. It was back-to-back games for both teams, and it just looked like, especially towards that second half, Musselman was gassed in that. But now they've had a week almost, relax, reset, get your confidence back, and now have a shot at the number 1 team in the state. With all that said, is it enough? I still don't fully think so to get a win. Hopefully we still, though, see a competitive game, hopefully a big game from Matt Mahood, Gavin McLean. You need them to be on their A game, as well as Troy Wollaston, feeding those guys the ball, and then on the defensive end, causing Spring Mills fits.
Now, those are the guys, right? Gavin McLean just over 12 points per game on the season so far. Troy Wollaston just under 10 to go with the almost 8 rebounds that he averages. 9.9 points, 7.9 rebounds per game for Troy Wollaston.
Yeah, we know him more, sorry for interrupting you, on the football field because he just signed D1 Moorhead State today. So congratulations to him.
That's right, yeah, well, you beat me to that one. So they got Colton Shelton as well, and of course Matt Mahood, big-time scorer for them in last year and this year. But they're going up against a very tough Spring Mills team tonight that obviously hasn't lost to anyone, whether it be the EPAC or not, so far this year. And we know that they can be an absolute juggernaut because they are so far the juggernaut of the state of West Virginia so far this year. With that, let's take a 2-minute break, and when we come back on the Parsons Ford Countdown to Tip-Off, we'll have our coaches' interviews with Luke Samples and Derek Basile. This is West Virginia High School basketball here on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
The City of Martinsburg Police Department is now recruiting for new officers to serve the community and to be a part of our team. Starting pay ranges from $53,813 to $70,565 depending on experience, with a raise once you are certified and a potential sign-on bonus as well. City of Martinsburg police benefits include health insurance, vacation leave, sick leave, personal time, and comp time, a pension plan, paid gym membership, longevity pay, tuition assistance, and a deferred comp plan. Applicants are encouraged to apply before the February 10 exam date. Apply at cityofmartinsburg.org.
Kick off the new year in a new Chevy from CMA's Chevrolet of Martinsburg. We've got a great selection of new Chevy models on our lot. Right now, save up to $9,000 off MSRP on a new 2024 Silverado 1500 Crew Cab. Or check out a new 2024 Equinox and save up to $3,500 off MSRP. And did we mention every new car comes with Chevy Complete Care and our lifetime powertrain warranty? Find new roads at CMA Chevrolet of Martinsburg.com, where owners just care more.
Finally, West Virginia is moving in the right direction. As your West Virginia Senate President, Craig Blair has passed the most conservative legislative agenda in the nation. He has fought for our values like banning elective abortions, protecting our Second Amendment rights, and prevented boys from playing in girls' sports. Senator Craig Blair championed the largest tax cut in the history of our state. Craig Blair, a strong conservative leader. Promises made, promises kept. This election, vote for Republican Craig Blair for State Senate. Paid for by the committee to re-elect Craig Blair.
Welcome back to the Cardinal Coliseum here on the campus of Spring Mills High School for the Parsons Ford Countdown to Tip-Off here on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10, getting you ready for Spring Mills versus Musselman boys basketball here in the Eastern Panhandle Athletic Conference. Let's get you our coaches' interviews here with Spring Mills Cardinals head coach Luke Samples and Musselman head coach Derek Basile. Brought to you by Rock's Local Markets with convenient locations around the Eastern Panhandle. Rock's, fast, fresh, and friendly.
All right, here with Spring Mills Cardinals head coach Luke Samples. Coach, coming into tonight, starting to get into the back stretch of the season here, and with where your team is number one in the state right now, how do you make sure, what do you do or say with your team to make sure they don't get complacent in games like this against a team like Musselman, where maybe some heads might start being and looking forward to the postseason?
Well, the postseason isn't decided yet. That's good because we haven't played Hedgesville yet, and this is an EPAC championship game right here. We have to win it to win the EPAC championship. And if stuff happens down the road where we might slip up and lose a game, this could be a tiebreak game. So again, don't kid yourself. Like, this will not be the game that it was at Musselman High School. We made 18 threes. Musselman's senior heavy. They have a lot of really, really good players in McLean, Mahood, Williston, the Shelton kid at point guard. They brought some shooters up. I mean, they're not just gonna come in here and get beat by 70. That's not what Coach Basile does. He runs a great program. He goes to Charleston, a lot. So, it's easy to get kids up for this game. We just got to continue to do what we do. We control the winning components of basketball. We control the scout. We control the effort. We control the practices. And we control our effort in the game. So it's actually kind of simple. We just got to keep doing exactly what we've been doing, and we'll be fine.
When it comes to that last game that you guys had against Musselman, obviously you mentioned all the three-pointers you were making that one, but outside of that, you obviously would want to make 18 three-pointers again if you could, but what are some of the things you want to replicate from that game to be successful again tonight?
I think just the unselfishness and the defensive effort. Musselman's really, really good at, diving back door with back cuts and all that stuff that they do. Their offense is kind of a little bit tricky, a little bit unique. I actually study it myself. I wish we were better at it, doing the things they do well. But, just offensively being unselfish. And, again, man, we have to defend, rebound, and run. That's what we have to do. If we don't do that and we get in a game where we're not getting some easy baskets here or there, we struggle at times. So defend, rebound, and run, and we'll be fine.
All right, Coach, thanks for the time. Good luck tonight.
Thank you, sir.
We're here with Coach Basile, the Musselman Applemen. Coach, starting to get into the backstretch of this season here, how do you feel about where your team has been so far this year, coming into this final stretch? Particularly, let's start with the positives. What do you think that has been really the strengths of your team up to this point?
Well, I think we've played pretty solid basketball most of the year. There's been some ups and downs. We've had a couple good winning streaks. We've had a couple 3-game losing streaks. So I think with us, it's just consistency, coming out every night and giving a consistent effort and playing well consistently. I think that's kind of the biggest thing with us. When we have not been successful, we haven't made shots. And so, trying to get our guys out here every night, we got to throw shots in every night. We can't come out one night and score, in the 30s and the next night score in the 60s. So we have to, our consistency just has to keep improving as we finish up the year.
Coming in here to Spring Mills tonight, obviously the first game that you guys had against them didn't go the way that you would have wanted to. What do you think you saw in that game? What have you been telling your team from that game to say, let's bring in some positives that we had and let's try to improve on these things that, might have went wrong in that game?
Well, I think it was a combination of things. I think, one, Spring Mills played outstanding basketball that night. I've had 2 games in my career like that. That game and then the state tournament game with Morgantown in 2022, where they didn't miss any shots and we couldn't get quality shots on our end. And both games, were lopsided. So what I told our kids is we're going to compete. I don't think we competed well in that game. When we got down, we hung our heads. We stopped playing hard, and that's when the game really got out of hand. So we got to compete every second for 32 minutes, or the result won't be a whole lot different. They'll be able to hang one on you if you don't compete.
What would you say going into tonight when it comes to maybe a strategy that you'll change up? Obviously, you might not want to give away too much when it comes to the whole season, but something that you might have been working on that with your team when it comes to tonight and for the rest of the season.
Well, we worked on some different sets. We're always trying to do some things different offensively, just trying to tinker with stuff, see what would work. We think we have a couple things tonight that we think can benefit us. We had a difficult time getting shots last time, so we're going to switch things up a little bit. Much of the same stuff, but we have a couple wrinkles we'll probably throw in there tonight. Defensively, though, it's simple. We got to keep people in front of us, keep them out of the lane. If we can't keep them out of the lane, it'll be a tough night for us.
Coach, thanks for the time and good luck tonight.
Hey, thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
All right, thanks again to Coach Basile and Coach Samples for the time they gave us in pregame with our coaches' interviews brought to you by Rock's Local Markets. We'll take another 2-minute break, and when we come back, we'll have our starting lineups and our keys to the game and some last-minute breakdown of Spring Mills versus Musselman. This is West Virginia High School basketball here on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
At the Berkeley County Health Department, our motto is prevent, promote, protect. Since 1935, our mission has been to provide clinical and environmental services to protect the health of the general public. We're committed to building public health in our community by offering a wide range of services, including blood pressure screening, breast and cervical screening, family planning, counseling, lab testing, and more. We perform health inspections to make sure the restaurants you visit are clean, and we prepare and coordinate plans to respond to all hazards. The Berkeley County Health Department, 122 Waverly Court, Martinsburg. Remember when you were a little kid and Saw your first deer?
Oh, how cute.
As an adult, maybe you've had a different experience.
Where'd that come from?
Bambi mess up your dream machine? Call Cody's Auto Body today at 304-901-4777 and get the work done right the first time. Cody's Auto Body, 851 Wilston Street in Martinsburg, has a team of auto body professionals with a lifetime of experience putting your ride back together again, regardless of how it got that way. Cody's Auto Body.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be. Join us every night to relax and enjoy football or basketball games featuring either the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Shepherd University Rams, or West Virginia Mountaineers. We will have steak night every Wednesday, trip nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. You can find us on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
The Skinner family has been representing West Virginians for more than 50 years.
We've changed the name of our firm to Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers because we want to be clear about what we do. We represent people who have been in car, truck, and other catastrophic accidents.
We're here to be a voice for the injured and vulnerable, and we take that job seriously with deep commitment to serving our clients wherever they are.
Just Google Skinner Accident Lawyer or visit SkinnerWins.com. We'll treat you like family.
Welcome back to the Parsons Ford Countdown to Tip-Off here on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. Getting you ready for Spring Mills and Musselman here, home, here in the Cardinal Coliseum. Let's get you our starting lineups here, brought to you by the Marius Group of Financial Advisors, John Everson and Phil McCoy. Stop by 1270 Winchester Avenue in Martinsburg. Give them a call at 304-263-4343. Let's start with the visitors, the Musselman Applemen. The starting lineup: number 1, Colton Shelton; number 5, Gavin McLean; number 14, Wade Bartles; number 33, Matt Mahood; and number 34, Troy Wollaston. And for the home team here on senior night, the Spring Mills Cardinals, number 2, Kwesi Apoku Champong; number 10, Xavier Anderson; number 15, Max Anderson; number 3, Caleb Thomas; and number 21, TJ Crawford, lone senior on the Cardinals team, starting tonight. And with that, let's get into our keys to the game. And the key to your next car is at the Dutch Miller Automotive Group, home of friends and family pricing. Colin, your keys to the game for Musselman Applemen and the Spring Mills Cardinals.
All right, they're completely the opposite of one another. If you're Musselman, you got to slow the game down, limit possessions for Spring Mills, take smart shots, and try to keep it, as you kind of said earlier here in the countdown to tip-off, low-scoring game within the 50s as best as you possibly can on both sides. That's your best shot, is just trying to hold the ball as long as possible, so that on the opposite end, because the key to the game for Spring Mills is up that tempo, get the pressure, and your best, and it's a lot of fun to watch when they're flying up and down the court in transition, easy baskets, turnovers leading to the dunks or the transition threes, when it's looking like an NBA team almost at times with how beautiful it can be. Now that's when it's at the peak, though. Overall, though, still just enough to get the job done, but that's my keys to the game.
Right, this is a Spring Mills team that doesn't really go too far into the bench. A lot of times this year we've seen kind of a six-man rotation for Spring Mills, with really just number 4, Tyler Jones, coming off of the bench. I mentioned TJ Crawford starting tonight. We haven't seen a whole lot of TJ Crawford in the games that we've seen of Spring Mills this year in general. So we'll see how much playing time overall he gets. Obviously, Coach giving him the start tonight because it's senior night. We'll see if they dip into that bench a little more, obviously outside of potential garbage time if it were to get to a similar situation like it did in the first game between these two teams. But as Coach Sample said, it's hard to expect that sort of same result, because it seemed like everything that could go wrong did go wrong in that Musselman game for the Applemen in a score, obviously 98-27. that's a clear sign that your offense and your defense weren't working, and really one not working leads into the other not working quite as well either. So that's a situation, Colin, where Musselman is going to have to do work on both ends of the court tonight. But what would you say that you think you would want to focus on? You think if it was more of the giving up 98, or if, say, only scoring 27 might have led to more easy baskets for Spring Mills?
I don't really know, since we didn't get to see the game in person, and I know you're trying to make me pick one or the other. Watch out as you got a ball coming over to you, by the way. Getting some help first, but defense you can always control. So that is simple. Your effort on the defensive end, you can be able to really focus on and do your best to get the job done. If they're still making shots, even if you're at your best defensively, you just got to tip your cap to them. So I'm going to say defense.
Right, yeah, I realized that we didn't have broadcast that game. Just kind of getting into the coaching of it all, and so and I'm with you there, Colin. If you slow it down, and you're able to, have your defense there, get more stops, it can lead to easy baskets for you as well. If you can get some turnovers on Spring Mills, things of that nature, then you can get out and transition and get yourself some extra points up on the board. With that, let's take a 3-minute break back at the studio, and when we come back, we'll be ready for opening tip-off here on the Parsons Ford Countdown to Tip-Off. This is West Virginia High School basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. We'll be back in 3 minutes.
On January 18th, Rob Blair was appointed by the Berkeley County Commission to fill the vacancy of sheriff. A retired captain with the West Virginia State Police, Rob Blair is putting his 35 years of experience and training in law enforcement, administration, and supervision to work for the citizens of Berkeley County. A vote for Rob Blair for sheriff is a vote for honesty, integrity, professionalism, and proven leadership. Paid for by Committee to Elect Rob Blair for Sheriff.
After a car accident, what do you get when you call Mansion Ferretti?
You get more experience from a local law firm with over 115 years of combined service.
More respect from a team who treats clients like their own family.
And more fight, because we want you to get every dollar you deserve.
Experience, respect, results. If you've been injured, that's what you want in your lawyer.
And that's what you'll get when you call us. Car accident? Get more with Mansion Ferretti. 304-264-8505.
I do.
We got double the Rock's gas rewards, 6 cents off a gallon.
I can't believe you didn't fill up.
That's double my rent. Now my car.
Save now with double the gas discount. 6 cents off a gallon with Rock's Rewards.
We got double the Rock's gas rewards, 6 cents off a gallon.
You had one job.
It's between girls.
Save now with double the gas discount. 6 cents off a gallon with Rock's Rewards.
Finally, West Virginia is moving in the right direction. As your West Virginia Senate President, Craig Blair has passed the most conservative legislative agenda in the nation. He has fought for our values like banning elective abortions, protecting our Second Amendment rights, and prevented boys from playing in girls' sports. Senator Craig Blair championed the largest tax cut in the history of our state. Craig Blair, a strong conservative leader. Promises made, promises kept. This election, vote for Republican Craig Blair for State Senate. Paid for by the Committee to Re-elect Craig Blair.
The City of Martinsburg Police Department is now recruiting for new officers to serve the community and to be a part of our team. Starting pay ranges from $53,813 to $70,565 depending on experience, with a raise once you are certified and a potential sign-on bonus as well. City of Martinsburg police benefits include health insurance, vacation leave, sick leave, personal time, and comp time, a pension plan, paid gym membership, longevity pay, tuition assistance, and a deferred comp plan. Applicants are encouraged to apply before the February 10 exam date. Apply at cityofmartinsburg.org.
Providing reliable protection since 1877, we are Farmers and Mechanic Insurance Companies. For over a century, we have been dedicated to provide dependable insurance protection and excellent customer service. We specialize in auto, home, farm, and business insurance. Our products are backed with personal, hands-on service. You can trust us to protect what matters most to you. For all of your insurance needs, there's Farmers and Mechanics Insurance Companies.
Welcome back to Spring Mills High School, the Cardinal Coliseum. Here for Spring Mills and Musselman boys basketball. Getting you ready for the opening tip-off coming up in just a minute here. The opening tip-off is brought to you by the Skinner Accident Injury Lawyers, representing accident injury claims for over 50 years. Go to SkinnerWins.com. Dylan Bishop and Colin McLaughlin here for Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. Colin, last seconds here as the Spring Mills Cardinals starting lineup is introduced. What are you really looking forward to here tonight?
I'm looking to see a lot of explosive plays. Always a lot of fun watching this team. Looking for some big dunks, some clutch threes from the best team in the state of West Virginia. It's always fun watching them play as they got the light show going on here, the red carpet's out, the VIPs in the Mountain State in their mind, led by Caleb Thomas, the best player in the state as well.
Busting out the swag surfing as their song of choice here. And it's got to feel good for TJ Crawford getting his first start of the season here on senior night.
I want one of those souvenir basketballs that they give out. They always throw it to the other side because that's the home side.
The #1 team in the state of West Virginia. Spring Mills absolutely dominant so far this year. Up and down the starting lineup, they've just been untouchable, it's felt like. Led by Caleb Thomas, the 6'7" junior, who makes a strong case for being the best basketball player in the state of West Virginia this season.
And 16-0 against 10-7. Still a very good opponent in Musselman. But you got to bring your A++ game if you're Musselman if you want to be able to be in this one. Good crowd on hand as well tonight here. Good Friday night. Kaz in the building too now. So it's officially a party.
That's right, that's right.
Now he's trying to obstruct our view as I give him a shout out.
Shout out to Cause with the Matchbox 20 shirt on. That's a good one of my favorite bands when I was a kid. And even now, really. Matchbox 20 is timeless. Shout out to Rob Thomas. Caleb Thomas, Matt Mahood, opening tip-off here between Spring Mills and Musselman. Thomas grabs it, but it goes over to Gavin McLean of the Applemen to start things out. Colton Shelton will drive to his left, and it'll be a reach-in foul. Very quickly, 10 seconds into the game, we have our first foul, and that one goes on Caleb Thomas. Reaching in with the right hand as Shelton drove by. So it'll be a baseline out-of-bounds play for Musselman early on. And it's intercepted by Caleb Thomas. They were going for Wollaston, and he drives all the way with the left hand. 2 points for Caleb Thomas, making it 2-0 Cardinals. Colton Shelton will drive again. This time kicks out to Mahood. Now McLean, left wing, three is good.
Getting a little bit of a taunt there by McLean afterwards, turning around, showing the three into the face of Max Anderson.
And here's Anderson, guarded by McLean on the other side. Anderson tries to drive into the lane, gets into the paint, puts a shot up, and it's good.
Yeah, see a little bit of John right back afterwards now.
4-3 Spring Mills. 1 minute gone in this one.
I like the intensity on both sides early.
Shelton almost pulled up for three. Bartles, right wing, and it's another one.
Hey, I jokingly said during our break when we mentioned that last time Spring Mills made 18 threes, that just means Musselman needs to make 19. Well, they got two so far here, not even 2 minutes in.
6-4, Musselman leads. Max Anderson kicks out to the senior, TJ Crawford. And he knocks it down. Senior night magic for Crawford, 1 for 1 from downtown. It's 7-6, Spring Mills. And Shelton tried to drive, pick up his dribble, and kick it out to Bartles. And he throws it into the scorer's table instead.
Yeah,
Turnover.
He thought Bartles was going to stay in motion, and he stopped.
Here comes Spring Mills the other way, up by 1. Poku with Champong over to Max Anderson. Picks up his dribble near the baseline, has to get it back out to Thomas. Guarded by Mahood. Thomas over to Poku with Champong on the left wing. Now he drives in, kicks it over to Crawford, shoots 3 again, and he knocks out another one. TJ Crawford lighting it up here early on senior night.
A lone senior making his moment.
10-6 Spring Mills. Here goes Mahood. Xavier Anderson tries to draw offensive foul, doesn't get it. Pass to Wollaston. He goes in and it's blocked by Thomas. Here he comes the other way. Drives, puts up left hand, no good. Rebounded by McLean. Shelton now throws it up to Bartles. And Musselman will have it in the half court.
Yep, they got to slow it down. Smartly done there by Musselman. You don't want it going back and forth. That's what Spring Mills wants.
Shelton uses a screen from Wollaston. Guarded by Apoku Champong. He gets it in to Wollaston. And the one, Thomas. And with 5:11 left in the first quarter, Caleb Thomas has picked up his second foul.
Interesting.
Spring Mills student section not a fan of it. Tyler Jones will check in for Caleb Thomas.
Yeah, he's going to take a seat on the bench, and that's tough for Spring Mills. They still have enough talent, but if you're Musselman, you're licking your chops now.
Wade Bartles gets the inbound, puts up a tough contested 3, no good. Fighting for the rebound, both teams. And finally, Xavier Anderson saves it for going out of bounds and gets it over to Tyler Jones. Just under 5 minutes left in the first quarter now. Spring Mills will slow it down, run some offense. Gets it over to Crawford. He thought about another 3 on the right wing. Finally get it in to Anderson, then out to Tyler Jones. Puts up a floater, no good, but it's Xavier Anderson's there for the rebound and the putback to make it 12-6.
He's the one that has to step up with Thomas out.
Matt Mahood, quick pull-up jumper from mid-range, no good. Rebounded by Wollaston, though. Stays with the Applemen. Now Musselman will reset. Colton Shelton up top. Trying to work it. His pass is deflected by Akwesi. Goes over to Max Anderson. His Euro step layup is good. Max Anderson makes it 14-6. An early timeout for Musselman. As the Cardinals have gotten themselves up to an 8-point lead. It's just a 30-second timeout. Let's go ahead and just keep it here. Early, 4:09 left in the first quarter. Let's get to first quarter sponsor. First quarter on TV 10 brought to you by Brown Funeral Homes and Cremations, Robert Fields and Sons, a family-owned full-service funeral home in Martinsburg, Inwood, and Charlestown, Ranson, proudly serving our area since 1880, and by CMA's Honda of Winchester at 3985 Valley Pike. CMA, moving lives forward. Heck of a start here, Colin. Fast-paced on both sides.
Yeah, I mean, Musselman started off at the same pace and got a few jabs in, the 2 threes. Had the lead at 6-4. Just since then, it's been a 10-0 run for Spring Mills, and things are looking very easy on both sides for them, even with Caleb Thomas in foul trouble right now.
That speaks to just the talent of this team. And they also have Loke Youth Smith, the usual fifth starter, who can come off the bench at any time.
But why take TJ Crawford out? Because 1, senior night, and 2, he's already knocked down 2 corner threes.
Right, they decided to go with Tyler Jones to replace Thomas off the bench. So now it's Xavier Anderson guarding Troy Wollaston, and Max Anderson guarding Matt Mahood. Off the bench is Logan Shelton for Musselman, and driving into the lane is him, and they'll call a foul as he went up for the shot.
Yep, late whistle, but it is that shooting foul. They're saying a little nudge there when he went up.
No, they'll say it was on the floor. Foul's on Xavier Anderson. Logan Shelton gets it inbounds. Wade Bartles has it, picks up his dribble. They'll get it back out to Logan, who's come on from the bench for his cousin, Colton. Mahood goes up, he's blocked. Spring Mills defense inside has been great so far.
Good defense by Xavier.
And now Xavier inside, kicks it out, and now eventually in the corner is Crawford. He's finally off the mark from 3, but Spring Mills gets the rebound. Out to Opoku Champong, his 3, no good, air ball, and it'll hit out of bounds. So it'll go back to Musselman with 3:19 left in the quarter. Now Spring Mills will pick up a little bit of pressure, picking up from full court, not a full-on press. Wollaston out of control, fell as he made the pass. They finally get it to Colton. Logan Shelton and Xavier Anderson puts it right back in his face. Tyler Jones for 3. He knocks it down on the other end.
And that's that deadly transition that this team loves to have.
17-6, Spring Mills. 2:45 left in the first quarter. Shelton kicks out to Bartles on the right wing, guarded closely by Crawford. Now they'll get to Mahood. Around to McLean. His 3 from the left wing is contested and deep and no good. It goes out of bounds.
Yeah, good defense there by Jones, putting a hand in the face that made McLean kind of just adjust the positioning of his shot, and that's what made him on the release. Mark.
2:35 left in the first quarter. Things will slow down a bit. Max Anderson will bring the ball up for the Cardinals. He'll swing it over to Tyler Jones. Opoku Champong drives in the lane now, kicks it out to Anderson. Pump fake on the 3 in the corner. He drives, kicks, left corner. Tyler Jones, no good. Rebounded by Andon Santa Maria, who's checked in for the first time. Wide open, left corner 3. It's Corday Bunny knocking one down for the Applemen. Makes it 17-9. Opoku Champong kicks out right corner. Crawford goes again, no good. And ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Musselman.
Like seeing that from Corday Bunny, a guy that starts on JV, gets some playing time here for varsity as well. Immediately coming in, knocking down a shot. That'll get you more minutes from the young man.
And TJ Crawford will check out. Loke Youth Smith checks in. Ooh, he is the one inbounding it. Gets it into Opoku Champong.
Thought Opoku Champong was about to pull up from NBA range.
He thought about it. Jones tried to get it back to Akwesi. It went off of his foot and out of bounds, so it's a turnover. .148 left in the first quarter. Musselman still down by 8. Logan Shelton brings the ball up. He'll drive on Youth Smith. His pass is deflected. Here comes Spring Mills the other way. Max Anderson over to his brother. Now Xavier back to Max. The 2 Anderson game working strong. And then Musselman finally gets it figured out. Pass was stolen by Gavin McLean. And then he's fouled.
Yep, that was Max picking up the 4th team foul for Spring Mills. He saw the loose ball, kind of dove for it, and in doing so collided with McLean, who now takes a seat on the bench for Musselman, and White checks in for him.
Nate White into the game for the first time for Musselman, the senior point guard. Musselman on the other end. It's a give and go, pick and roll. Troy Wollaston gets the ball and puts it in the basket for 2 points, his first of the night.
Yep, that's exactly what I was about to say. Textbook pick and roll there.
1 minute left, 17-11. Spring Mills leads. Jones working against Bunny, and he'll swing the ball around to the right wing. It's Opoku Champong. Kicks it to Youth Smith. Now Max Anderson at the top of the key. He'll pull up for 3. Off the backboard, no good. The ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Spring Mills. Musselman slowing it down as Coach Basile calls out a play from the bench. 35 seconds left. Colton Shelton's checked back in. Santa Maria has the ball now. They'll get to Wollaston. Motion offense, great pass, but blocked is Nate White by Tyler Jones. 20 seconds to go here in the quarter. Tyler Jones out to Opoku Achampong. He'll try to get in the lane. He does, then kicks out. Youth Smith for three, and he puts it in. First three of the night for Youth Smith off the bench. Here's the three at the buzzer by Bunny, and it's no good. 1 quarter down here at the Cardinal Coliseum, and it's 20-11. Spring Mills over Musselman. We'll take a 1-minute break and be back for the second quarter. This is West Virginia High School boys basketball here on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
The Classical Christian Academy at Bethel is helping create extraordinary futures.
So we've seen improvements in our boys on the, as I said, arithmetic, reading and writing.
I worked in the county, I worked in public school, and that's what I knew. And I knew I wanted to be able to give her more. So I would recommend this to anyone.
You know, our daughter has thrived here. The family-like environment is exactly what she needed.
The Classical Christian Academy at Bethel in Martinsburg, equipping children to lead lives of significant impact.
One of the questions lawyers get asked the most is, what is my case worth?
I'm Steven Skinner, and this is my brother Andrew with Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers.
The truth is, it's very difficult for a lawyer to pinpoint a number because every case is different.
We get to know each situation and we'll give you an idea of what your case is worth and why.
The sooner we get involved, the better we can do getting you the compensation you deserve.
Google Skinner Lawyers or go to skinnerwins.com. We'll treat you like family.
First time this year, dropped in 2 3-pointers. Leads the team so far with those 6 points. 4 for Max Anderson, 3 each for Loke U. Smith and Tyler Jones, and 2 each for Caleb Thomas and Xavier Anderson. Thomas, 2 fouls in that first quarter, has checked back in to start the second. He gives off a handoff to Akwesi. Opoku Achampong for 3, it was no good. Musselman just almost got it back, but then it was tipped back out to Opoku Achampong. They'll run a pick and roll with Thomas, then kicks it over to Jones. Now we'll get it to Thomas, guarded by Santa Maria. He kicks it out to Akwesi, who goes up and is rejected by Andon Santa Maria.
Yeah, we've seen, I believe, 2 of those now from him as well.
6'6", 171, sophomore for the Applemen. Coming off the bench, has made an impact inside for the Applemen all season long. Xavier Anderson with the ball, kicks out to Akwesi Opoku Achampong, then over to Loke U. Smith in the corner for 3. Make it 23-11 Spring Mills.
I love the unselfish. He had a wide open look, decided to go into the left corner for U. Smith so that he can go up with a catch and shoot and just have a better timing on the shot.
Here comes the ball our way, as the ball went off the hands of Corday Bunny and out of bounds as Musselman tried to start that possession. Another turnover for the Applemen makes it 23-11 with 7:01 left to go in the first half. Tyler Jones, ball on the right wing, now back to Opoku Achampong. Get the ball to Caleb Thomas, now back out to Jones. Jones pulls up, mid-range jumper, no good. Xavier Anderson ends up with the offensive rebound after a tip by Thomas. Anderson gets the ball inside. They'll wave off the basket. Call charge on Xavier Anderson.
Yeah, now Xavier has 2 fouls along with Caleb Thomas as well with 2 fouls here in the second quarter.
So another foul for either of them. And probably send them back to the bench in this quarter.
If you're Musselman, you need to realize that in attack. I know it's tough because those are still 2 of the best players in the state, one being, in my opinion, the best player in the state.
Well,
so easier said than done, but
well, you should know if you go inside right now, those are going to be the 2 guys that you end up meeting at the rim, Thomas and Xavier Anderson. And they'll get the ball in,
and there you go,
to Wollaston, and on the catch. 3rd foul committed.
Yep.
By Xavier Anderson.
And Musselman knew it immediately. You saw multiple players hold up the 3. They know. And that's exactly what they did. Went and attacked, and now Xavier's going on the bench, and his brother's checking in.
6:23 left in the second quarter. Shelton inbounds. Colton Shelton inbounds. Musselman starts. They'll get it back to Shelton on the left wing. They'll walk it over, top of the key. They'll take a screen from Wollaston. Drive into the right side. Picks up his dribble. Bounce pass into Bartles. Goes off the backboard. No good. Too strong. Rebounded by Thomas, who quickly gets it up the court to Jones, who loses the ball. And Musselman gets the steal.
Yeah, Colton Shelton kind of deflected his dribble and got that steal. Great job by him from behind.
Shelton working against Apoku Champong. Passes down to McLean. Guarded by Jones. He'll try to drive in. Has nothing going for him. Wollaston now has it. Top of the key. He'll try to drive on Thomas. Puts up the layup with the left hand, no good. Thomas gets the rebound, and here he comes the other way, going coast to coast. Kicks it out to the corner for Anderson. Now Youth Smith, who gets it to the left corner for Jones. His three-pointer is good. 6 points for Tyler Jones off of 2 threes. 26-11.
That left corner is just deadly tonight. I think Spring Mills has more points in the left corner than Musselman does overall.
Santa Maria had the ball inbound inside. He had it stripped away. Here comes Spring Mills the other way. Uth Smith tries to go up and under. He misses, but Caleb Thomas is there for the follow. And we get a timeout called by Musselman. We'll take the break with them for 30 seconds. This is West Virginia High School boys basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm gonna call my parents. Dad, come over. The brisket's done.
The Traeger Connected Experience. Everything you need for epic flavor, and then some.
Shop now and save at Orsini's today.
28-11, Spring Mills over Musselman. Here in the second quarter, let's get you second quarter sponsors. Our second quarter on TV 10 brought to you in part by Orsini's Home Store, not just an appliance store any longer, at 360 Hack Wilson Way in Martinsburg and Orsinis.com. And by Craig Blair for State Senate, the Eastern Panhandle's first and only Senate President and Lieutenant Governor. A fiscal and social conservative who's making West Virginia great again by cutting taxes and creating jobs. Re-elect Craig Blair in 2024. 4:51 left until halftime. Out of the timeout, the Applemen will have the ball. Across the Panhandle, it's currently 42-21, Washington over Jefferson.
Yeah, did not expect that.
So not very tightly contested on either side, but Wade Bartles trying to change that a little bit. He knocks down three-pointer. His second one so far gives him 6 points, makes it 28-14.
Yeah, Wade Bartles, a guy that's slowly emerged here throughout the year for Musselman, was the hero in that overtime win against Hedgesville, knocking down the game-winning free throw.
Caleb Thomas, ball inside, kicks out Youth Smith. Three-pointer, no good. Ball tipped, rebounded by Youth Smith. Spring Mills take with the ball. Caleb Thomas, kick out. Tyler Jones, third three-pointer of the night for Jones. He now leads all scorers with 9 points.
Thomas with a no-look pass over there as well.
31-14, our score. Colton Shelton, pull-up jumper from the elbow, no good. Contested shot. Here comes Spring Mills the other way. Max Anderson, quick pull-up three from the wing, and he knocks one down. Spring Mills, once again, cannot miss from three-point range against the Applemen. It's 34-14.
If I knew there were multiple parties going on, I'd dress up for the occasion. Here on the left, it's a block party. On the right, it's a three-point party.
And we get a foul called. On the side here, that's the first foul on Tyler Jones. Spring Mills not very happy with that last foul call. And Santa Maria will check out. Troy Wollaston checks back in. Quick break for him. 3:31 until halftime. Right off the inbound, Bartles takes a three, and it's no good. Rebounded by Thomas, who pushes it up. Max Anderson kicks out. Youth Smith for three, and it's another one.
You're just sitting here and kind of like what we had on Wednesday with Shepherd. You just got to laugh. I mean, they can't miss right now.
37-14. Spring Mills. Colton Shelton kicks out to Mahood. He takes a three, and it's no good. Rebounded by Thomas. He tries to push it up the court fast to Youth Smith, but it was too much. Youth Smith turns it over, trying to save it from going out of bounds.
Yeah, they just went into one extra gear too far.
2:45 left in the half. Wilson has it up top, takes a screen from McLean, drives inside, puts up a floater, no good, and they'll call him for a charge. Say that Max Anderson got underneath.
Yeah, he doesn't like that call, but got to be a little bit different here. You got to remember in high school, you don't have the semicircle, so you can have a charge anywhere. I think it was the right call either way. Now, looked like Spring Mills wanted a timeout. I don't think they're getting one. We're still going to have a break because of some moisture on the floor from where those two players fell. So, what a performance so far. I mean, how many threes do you know? I know you're kind of looking right now to try to make sure your total and score is correct, but you have how many threes that Spring Mills has made so far?
At least 8 or at least 9. 7 points. I believe 9. I believe 9 3-pointers. So for Spring Mills.
Still got 2.5 minutes left in the second quarter, and they're already halfway to the 18 that they had the last time these teams met.
Tyler Jones tries to make it 10. No good. Colton Shelton pushes the ball up past half court to Mahood. White in the corner. Now they'll go to Williston. Matt Mahood has it at the top of the key. Now the left wing. Get it over to Nate White in the corner. Tries to drive inside, and he travels. Tried to spin, took 2 steps. Yep, didn't go up with the ball for the shot.
And now he's getting talked to by Coach Basile, just saying, did a little bit too much there. Keep it simple. Know the pressure's on. You feel like you need to do extra to win the battle, but
2 minutes left in the half. Poku Achampong pushes it up to U. Smith, who passes it across court to Jones. Now back to Akwesi at the top of the key. Jones, and now Anderson, who's double-teamed, trapped near the baseline. Can he get it out? Ball's out of bounds. Last touched by Musselman.
I don't know many guys in that position being double-teamed, trapped near the baseline by Wollaston Mahood that can get out of that. Great job defensively there by Musselman.
30-second timeout taken by Spring Mills. We'll take it with them. This is West Virginia High School basketball here on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
You can play, work, and explore without joint pain. Whether it's a strain, sprain, or fracture, WVU Medicine, Orthopedics, and Sports Medicine can help you live without joint pain. Our expert team of surgeons offer the exceptional care you expect for the injuries you don't. Specializing in joint replacement, sports and traumatic injuries, hip and knee disorders, foot and ankle surgery, hand and wrist surgery, and shoulder reconstruction. Call 304-725-BONE today to learn how you can live without joint pain.
Minute and 38 seconds until halftime. It's 37-14. Spring Mills over Musselman. 9 3-pointers made so far by Spring Mills. Halfway to the number they had against the Applemen in their first matchup. One that Coach Sample said, well, we're not going to hit 18 threes again. Poku Achampong tried to hit their 10th of the half there, and it was no good. But Musselman turns it over immediately after the rebound. Spring Mills has another shot at some more points. Max Anderson drives before he can kick it out to Youth Smith. Foul's called on Gavin McLean. First foul on Gavin McLean.
Second of the quarter.
Inbound to Opoku-Achampong. They'll work it around to Ute Smith. Back to Opoku-Achampong. Now to Tyler Jones. They finally get it inside to Caleb Thomas. Kicks it out. Ute Smith. Right wing to left wing pass again to Jones. Max Anderson to Thomas. Kick out to Ute Smith for three. Doesn't get the bounce. Rebounded by Logan Shelton. He gets the ball out fast to McLean, who tries to pass it over to the basket for Mahood, but it's off the mark and out of bounds.
These past 3 threes that haven't gone in haven't been bad looks.
No.
For Spring Mills. You're still having great ball movement and getting the open shot. It's just not knocking down right now. They've gone a bit cold here.
Thomas will get a rest for the last 43 seconds of the half, it looks like. The senior TJ Crawford's back in.
Like to see him get another three.
Looking for the play over from Coach Samples. Now here come the Cardinals. Hugh Smith, cross-court pass to Crawford. Now to Max Anderson, who drives inside, kicks out to Opoku-Achampong, but as he knocks down the three, it's not going to count, as they're going to call the charge on Max Anderson as he drove in the lane and made the pass. .4 left in the half. See if Musselman tries to make this the last possession of the second quarter. Matt Mahood passes it over right wing for Troy Wollaston. Get it back to Mahood with 12 seconds left in the quarter. Wade Bartles
furious at
pass.
his team right now.
Wollaston inside. The cutting Logan Shelton puts up a layup. It's good. At the buzzer, Max Anderson will throw up a shot from three-quarters court. Can't get it in. So with that, we'll go into halftime with Spring Mills leading by 21, 37-16. Cardinals over the Applemen. We'll take a 2-minute break, and we'll be back for the Mansion Ferretti Law Firm halftime show. This is West Virginia High School basketball here on Talk Radio, WRNR, and TV 10.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%, Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
At the Berkeley County Health Department, our motto is prevent, promote, protect. Since 1935, our mission has been to provide clinical and environmental services to protect the health of the general public. We're committed to building public health in our community by offering a wide range of services, including blood pressure screening, breast and cervical screening, family planning, counseling, lab testing, and more. We perform health inspections to make sure the restaurants you visit are clean, and we prepare and coordinate plans to respond to all hazards. The Berkeley County Health Department, 122 Waverly Court, Martinsburg.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How can I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm John Everson, Private Wealth Advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
Heffley Motor Company off I-81 at 993 Hedgesville Road is a family-owned and operated business providing the Eastern Panhandle with the highest quality pre-owned vehicles and customer service since 1997. Heffley is a pre-owned Carfax Advantage dealer. We're proud to be your partner serving the community. You're local, we're local, so why not buy local? Call us at 304-267-7172 or see us at 993 Hedgesville Road. If you want to sell your car, we buy cars too. Check us out at Heffley.com. The Heffley Motor Company, a nice place to do business.
Welcome into the Mansion Ferretti Law Firm halftime show here on Talk Radio, WRNR, and TV 10 at halftime of 37-16 game between the Spring Mills Cardinals and the Musselman Applemen. Dylan Bishop and Colin McLaughlin here for Talk Radio, WRNR, and TV 10. The halftime show brought to you by the Manchester Ferretti Law Firm in Martinsburg, where it's about seeking justice for you. Go to wvjusticelawyers.com. Collin, huge first half for the number one team in the state.
Yeah, I mean, 9 3-pointers so far. Great job by them on the opposite end, getting blocks, getting the deflections for the steals. Maybe not the best ending that you wanted to see from them. Went a little bit cold there in the final 2 minutes. But overall, up 21 here on senior night. You got Crawford involved in the offense so far, too. I think you can be satisfied with how it's gone. Still probably want to clean some things up going into the second half, but still right now in cruise control.
And we'll get into our first half stats brought to you by the Berkeley County Health Department. Prevent, Promote, Protect, offering public, clinical, and environmental services at 122 Waverly Court in Martinsburg. 9 3-pointers in that first half for Spring Mills, halfway to matching their mark in the first game against the Applemen, where they won 98-27. 9 points for Tyler Jones and for Loke Youth Smith, each with 3 3-pointers. Max Anderson added in one of his own. He's got 7 points. 2 threes for TJ Crawford, the senior. He's got himself those 6 points. Caleb Thomas with 4 and Xavier Anderson with 2. On the Musselman side, Wade Bartles leads the way with 2 3-pointers to give himself 6 points. 3 points for Gavin McLean, 3 for Corday Bunny, 2 points for Wollaston, and 2 points for Logan Shelton. That's the 16 for Musselman. Let's take a 2-minute break, and let's throw it to Nick Verzolini back in the studio for the halftime and one scoreboard show. This is West Virginia High School basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be. Join us every night to relax and enjoy football or basketball games featuring either the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Shepherd University Rams, or West Virginia Mountaineers. We will have steak night every Wednesday, trip nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. You can find us on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg. Heffley Motor Company off I-81 at 993 Hedgesville Road is a family-owned and operated business providing the Eastern Panhandle with the highest quality pre-owned vehicles and customer service since 1997. Heffley is a pre-owned Carfax Advantage dealer. We're proud to be your partner serving the community. You're local, we're local, so why not buy local? Call us at 304-267-7172 or see us at 993 Hedgesville Road. If you want to sell your car, we buy cars too. Check us out at Heffley.com. The Heffley Motor Company, a nice place to do business.
Hi, Crescia Hornby here. Larry DeMarco, broker of Modern Realty Results, believes he has some of the best real estate agents in the Eastern Panhandle. Agents at Modern Realty Results have years of experience and knowledge of the local real estate market. Agents within the office work as a team to provide quality customer service. We strive to always ensure client satisfaction through handling every transaction with honesty and integrity, all while offering competitive rates. Modern Realty Results is veteran-owned and managed. Please call us at 262-4222, modernrealtyresults.com.
Kick off the new year in a new Toyota from CMA's Toyota of Martinsburg. We've got a great selection of your favorite Toyota models on our lot. Right now, get up to $2,200 off MSRP on a new 2024 RAV4. Or check out a new 2024 Camry and get up to $3,000 off MSRP. And every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care and our lifetime powertrain warranty. Visit us online at CMA's Toyota of Martinsburg.com, where owners just care more.
We welcome you into the And One Scoreboard Show. I'm your host, Nick Verzolini, and here at the half, it is the number one team in the state, the Spring Mills Cardinals, 37, Musselman 16. The other game going on in EPAC boys basketball tonight, not much closer, actually. A little bit more of a blowout, while Jefferson's mounting a little bit of a comeback here. It's 48-28 there in the third quarter, Washington leading Jefferson. In the NBA tonight, the Washington Wizards are in action. They trail the Boston Celtics by just 2, 41-39, but it has been a 10-4 second quarter in favor of Boston. Tomorrow on Talk Radio WRNR, you can listen to West Virginia men's basketball as the Mountaineers travel to Texas for a matchup with the Longhorns. Tip-off for that game set for 3 p.m., and the Mountaineer Sports Network goes live here on Talk Radio WRNR around 2:30 for pregame. Tonight in college hoops, just a pair of top 25 matchups. Dayton trailing VCU. That's number 18, Dayton trailing 42-35. And number 24, San Diego State, just tipped off against Nevada tonight in men's college basketball. Of course, the Super Bowl, you can listen to that right here on Westwood One, or you can listen to Westwood One's coverage of the Super Bowl on Sunday here on Talk Radio WRNR. Their pregame coverage begins early at 2 p.m. 49ers taking on the Chiefs in Super Bowl 58. Of course, kickoff set there for 6:30 p.m. for the Super Bowl. So we'll take a 2-minute break. On the other side of that break, we'll send it back to Dylan and Colin for the start of the second half. As, again, your score here at the half, it is Spring Mills 37, Musselman 16. We're back in 2 minutes. This is West Virginia High School Boys Basketball Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
On January 18th, Rob Blair was appointed by the Berkeley County Commission to fill the vacancy of sheriff. A retired captain with the West Virginia State Police, Rob Blair is putting his 35 years of experience and training in law enforcement, administration, and supervision to work for the citizens of Berkeley County. A vote for Rob Blair for sheriff is a vote for honesty, integrity, professionalism, and proven leadership. Paid for by Committee to Elect Rob Blair for Sheriff.
At Dutch Miller Automotive, we've grown quite a bit over the last 60 years, but our core principles remain the same. We believe in treating our customers and our team members like friends and family, and we see it as our obligation to give back to all the communities we are so fortunate to do business in. In just West Virginia alone, we've grown from one location on the west end of Huntington to 10 rooftops employing more than 500 Mountaineers. Check out the inventory from all of our stores at DutchMillerAuto.com. Dutch Miller Automotive Group, West Virginia proud.
Remember when you were a little kid and saw your first deer?
Oh, how cute.
As an adult, maybe you've had a different experience.
Where'd that come from?
Bambi mess up your dream machine? Call Cody's Auto Body today at 304-901-4777 and get the work done right the first time. Cody's Auto Body, 851 Wilston Street in Martinsburg, has a team of auto body professionals with a lifetime of experience putting your ride back together again, regardless of how it got that way. Cody's Auto Body.
The Classical Christian Academy at Bethel is helping create extraordinary futures.
So we've seen improvements in our boys on the, as I said, arithmetic, reading and writing.
I worked in the county, I worked in public school, and that's what I knew. And I knew I wanted to be able to give her more. So I would recommend this to anyone.
You know, our daughter has thrived here. The family-like environment is exactly what she needed.
The Classical Christian Academy at Bethel in Martinsburg, equipping children to lead lives of significant impact.
Welcome back inside the Cardinal Coliseum here at Spring Mills High School. Getting ready for the second half here between Spring Mills and Musselman. 37-16, the Cardinals with the lead over the Applemen. The two big EPAC boys matchups of the night, neither have really been competitive here so far, as you heard that score from Nick Verzolini in Washington and Jefferson at the half, 53-36 right now.
In the third, yeah. Washington making a big statement here against Jefferson yet again. Most likely getting the season sweep against the Cougars.
Musselman starts the second half with the ball. They'll work it around, try to get it inside to Troy Wollaston. Caleb Thomas overextends, trying to steal the pass. Wollaston has a clear lane to the basket. 2 points. Makes it 37-18. Anderson, top of the key. Max Anderson make that. Xavier Anderson gets it underneath. Back out to Max. Now left corner for Tyler Jones. Three-pointer, no good. Spring Mills starting the half with Apokua Champong, Max Anderson, Xavier Anderson, Tyler Jones, and Caleb Thomas. Musselman, same starting five as of the beginning of the first half. We'll get a foul on Matt Mahood. Offensive foul will send it back to Spring Mills. his first foul. Max Anderson brings the ball up. Gets it over to Tyler Jones on the right wing. They'll pass the ball again back and forth. Finally finding Caleb Thomas inside. He passes it over to Xavier Anderson, who goes up and under it. Gets himself 2 more points. Gets himself up to 4. Makes it 39-18. Wollaston has the ball. Gets it over to Mahood. Now we'll go Colton Shelton, and Gavin McLean will be called for an illegal screen.
And it's back-to-back possessions now with offensive fouls for Musselman.
Second personal foul on McLean.
And it's surprising because typically they're a very disciplined team which doesn't foul.
Max Anderson goes to the left wing for a poke to a Champong. It's no good, but Caleb Thomas comes down with the offensive board and puts up a shot with the left hand. And that's good. Caleb Thomas, third basket of the night, makes it 41-18. Okay, Youth Smith getting ready to check back in for the Cardinals. Typical fifth starter. Wollaston has the ball outside the three-point line, gets it over to Wade Bartles. They'll run a two-man game with Wollaston, passes it over the head of Wollaston, and eventually Spring Mills gets the turnover. Here comes Max Anderson the other way. Gets it to Thomas. Puts up the shot. They'll say before the shot, and I think this is a good call. Travel called on Thomas. 5:57 left in the third quarter. Third quarter on TV 10, brought to you in part by Smallwood and Small Insurance in Martinsburg, your total insurance solution at 121 Administrative Drive. You call them at 304-263-3361.
By the way, over in the opposite side, Jefferson County, don't look now, but what was a 24-point lead at halftime for Washington is now down in single digits.
Gavin McLean's able to cut into this lead for Spring Mills. Only cuts the lead down to 20, but now Gavin McLean has 6 points on the night. Max Anderson over to Youth Smith, looking for somewhere to maneuver the ball inside. They'll pass it around the perimeter. Jones on the right wing now. Back to Anderson, top of the key. They'll get it into Thomas at the elbow, who puts up a floater, and it's good. Caleb Thomas already matches his first half total of 4 points here in the third quarter with 5 minutes to go in it. 43-21 Spring Mills. Wade Bartles pulls up with a deep three. Off the backboard it goes, no good. Rebounded by Xavier Anderson. Now Max Anderson running the point. Get it over to Youth Smith inside to Thomas. Thomas kicks out. Tyler Jones on the left corner. Tries to find a lane inside. Pass intercepted by Colton Shelton. There comes Musselman the other way. Slowly working the ball up. Trying to find some offensive answers. Troy Wollaston working the right block against Caleb Thomas. Gets him up in the air. First shot no good. Gets his offensive rebound though and puts it back up and in.
A good battle there by Wollaston, keeping with it.
43-23. Thomas has the ball. Gets it on the elbow again. Puts up another shot. He's fouled. And they will say it was in the act of shooting. So the second foul against Troy Wollaston will send Caleb Thomas to the free throw line.
As you said earlier, Dylan, Thomas only had 8 points and kind of contribute that to him getting in foul trouble early within the first 3 minutes of the quarter. There in the first quarter, he already picked up 2, so he didn't play the rest of that quarter. Didn't play much of the second quarter either, so not the typical game that you've seen from him.
He misses the first free throw. Tyler Jones checks out. TJ Crawford checks in. Thomas does make the second free throw to give himself 9 points on the night. Leads back up to 21 for Spring Mills. Musselman on the other end of the court here will try to start some offense. Colton Shelton guarded by Xavier Anderson. Get the ball to Santa Maria. Now Logan Shelton. Now Bunny will swing it around. Wollaston to Colton Shelton. Right corner three, no good. Rebounded by Logan Shelton. But then it's stripped away. Turnover by Spring Mills, and then the other way. Xavier Anderson slams it down. Fast break, uncontested. 6 points for Xavier Anderson.
And he's only, sophomore here, going up into the air and being able to control yourself with a one-handed jam like that. Special player.
And on the other end, Colton Shelton with an and one. The hoop and the harm. Cuts the lead back down to 21 with a chance to make it 20. Here with 3:26 left to go in the quarter. Our other third quarter sponsor here on TV 10 is Hagerstown Ford, revolutionizing the car buying experience. Go to fordofhagerstown.com. Shelton misses the free throw, but it's rebounded by Troy Wollaston. Gives Musselman another shot at some offense. Santa Maria on the outside tries to drive against Anderson. Throws the ball back out to Wollaston. Fakes the dribble handoff to Bunny. Passes it inside for Santa Maria. First shot no good. And before he can put up a second shot, Loke Smith knocks it out of his hands and out of bounds.
By the way, I don't know if Jefferson heard me when I said it looked like Washington was going to be able to just get the season sweep. It's now 53-49. Wow, Washington still up, but
Corday Bunny misses a three. Logan Shelton gets the rebound and the quick jump ball.
Yeah,
called. We'll give the ball back to Spring Mills.
That was very quick.
3 minutes left in the third quarter. Spring Mills working offense. Crawford tries to get the ball to Anderson. The ball was picked off by Santa Maria and then thrown by him off of Xavier Anderson and out of bounds. They give back to Musselman. Crawford will check out. Apoku Champong will check in. Walking the ball up the court is Colton Shelton. It's Shelton, Wollaston, Shelton, Santa Maria, and Bunny out on the court for Musselman right now. Logan Shelton passes it to Colton. And it's like they'll get a 5-second violation.
Yeah, I don't know if it was a 5-second violation or a 3-second in the key violation. Or an offensive foul, it looks like.
Oh, yeah, they're calling the push on Anton Santa Maria.
Now, a timeout called by Coach Samples.
And with that, we'll take a 30-second break with them. This is West Virginia High School basketball here on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be. Join us every night to relax and enjoy football or basketball games featuring either the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Shepherd University Rams, or West Virginia Mountaineers. We will have steak night every Wednesday, shrimp nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. You can find us on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
46-25, Spring Mills over Musselman is our score right now after the timeout. And Colin, across the EPAC over in Jefferson County, somehow, some way, Jefferson has worked their way all the way back to being down by 2 points against Washington.
Yeah, it's insane. They just had an opportunity to take the lead and missed. It's still the third quarter. It was a 24-point lead for Washington at halftime, 47-24.
Wow.
And it's now 53-52. Jefferson playing out of its mind right now on the opposite side. And here, still a very comfortable lead for Spring Mills. But a quiet third.
Yeah, for both sides, really. 2.5 minutes left to go in the quarter. It's been low scoring for both sides. And then Santa Maria almost picks off that pass. Xavier Anderson kicks it out to Max. He tries to drive inside. Wilson tries to draw the foul. Xavier Anderson blocked by Santa Maria. Gets the rebound, though, and this time he goes up with it. He's fouled.
Yeah, I have no idea which of the four Musselman Applemen they're calling that on.
See, looks like Colton Shelton gets the call. It's his first foul. 2:09 left. First free throw is missed by Xavier Anderson. Second free throw up and good. Make it 47-25. Xavier Anderson with 7 points now. Corday Bunny gets it in to Santa Maria. And he walks. Jumped up in the air trying to make a pass. Then double clutched it, hesitated. And his feet came back down.
He realized that pass was about to go right into the outstretched arm of Caleb Thomas.
We're now under 2 minutes left in the third. Here comes Spring Mills. Working the ball around the outside. Poku Champong for three. He knocks one down. His first 3 points of the night. That's the 10th three-pointer for Spring Mills. Corday Bunny trying to answer with a three of his own, and he does. From the right corner. 50-28. Kwesi back over to Max Anderson, inside to Xavier Anderson. He tries to get it up to Caleb Thomas, who midair catches the ball and passes it over to Xavier Anderson. And a nice up and under layup for Xavier.
Xavier's having a great game tonight.
He's got 7 points in this third quarter. Make it 52-28. Logan Shelton has it on the left wing, kicks it over to the right wing for Colton Shelton. His three-pointer short. Wollaston saves it from going out of bounds, and he'll get pushed by Max Anderson. Will Colton Shelton.
Get some subs coming on.
Looks like we were about to get a mass substitution. They came on a little early before the referee could call them onto the court. It'll be Nate White, Matt Mahood, and Gavin McLean coming in for Musselman.
Jones checking in for Spring Mills as well for Max, who has now 3 fouls.
Bunny gets the inbound, 45 seconds left in the quarter. Gets the Nate White, now to Mahood. Motion offense working for Musselman, and a foul as he's tripped up by Youth Smith, and I think he might have even gotten clipped in the face too, that I don't think the officials noticed.
Yeah, I don't think it was anything intentional if he did, but still.
No. I think we said that in just one
Doesn't
of our
like it, yeah.
I think we just said that in one of our last games, that contact to the face tends to be the most missed type of contact by officials. It's just sometimes hard to see a finger hit the face. Sometimes you don't know if a player is acting when they're reacting, as Andon Santa Maria puts in the 2 points and gives a little motion that his defender's too small for him, as he cuts the lead to 22. 6 seconds left in the quarter. Youth Smith, right wing, three, no good. Tyler Jones, offensive rebound, is no good. We'll say he was pushed, and that's a good call.
McLean trying to say no way, and yes, that was clearly him kind of just giving a little nudge with both hands. Yeah, good call.
So 1.3 seconds left in the quarter. Tyler Jones will get 2 free throws.
Yeah, McLean still trying to plead his case over here near midcourt, and you're not getting that.
No, it's pretty cut and dry. Put both of his hands on the back of Tyler Jones as he went up for the putback. Jones' first free throw, no good. So he will stay at 9 points. Had those 9 on 3 three-pointers in the first half. 3 of the 9 that Spring Mills knocked down in that quarter. And he goes 0 for 2 from the line. Santa Maria tries to go full court with it. No good. Cheerleaders getting out of the way of that one.
One time I want to see a cheerleader try to catch a basketball.
It's not what they're here to do, Colin. That's not the assignment.
It's true.
With that, we'll take a 1-minute break. And we come back on the other side. We'll have the fourth and final quarter here between Spring Mills and Musselman. This is West Virginia boys basketball here on Talk Radio WRNR and TV10.
At Carter Myers Automotive, what we do today will tomorrow become what we've done. That's why Owners Just Do More no longer defines us. Our work is never done because what we live by doesn't have a finish line. We care. Our company of owners is moving lives forward every day by finding more ways to care before, during, and after your purchase. Because when you're happy, so are we. Carter Myers Automotive. Proud to be the owners who just care more.
On January 18th, Rob Blair was appointed by the Berkeley County Commission to fill the vacancy of sheriff. A retired captain with the West Virginia State Police, Rob Blair is putting his 35 years of experience and training in law enforcement, administration, and supervision to work for the citizens of Berkeley County. A vote for Rob Blair for sheriff is a vote for honesty, integrity, professionalism, and proven leadership. Paid for by Committee to Elect Rob Blair for Sheriff.
I don't know if they took the lead, but they at least got it down to within 1 point. Still insane, being down 24.
So 8 minutes to go. Musselman starts the quarter with the ball. Nate White tried to lob it up for Santa Maria. He came back down with it. Now gets a pass back, and Smith with the block. Youth Smith coming off the bench tonight with TJ Crawford getting the start for senior night. But he's made his impact felt for sure, even in the bench role. Matt Mahood with the ball up top, guarded by Xavier Anderson, who falls down. Mahood takes the three-pointer, no good. Rebounded by Youth Smith. Here comes Spring Mills pretty fast the other way. Tyler Jones, Poku Champong, Youth Smith, cross court for Jones. So
got
back
Youth
to
Smith
Jones.
wide open in the right corner.
Passing the ball around. Kwesi sees it, a little too late. Youth Smith gets it out to Xavier Anderson, who passed it right back. Three from Youth Smith, no good. And as he tries to save the ball from going out of bounds, he's not quite able to. 7:08 to go. Still a 22-point lead for the Cardinals. And it looks like we will get a timeout. So we'll take a 30-second break with them. And after 30 seconds, we'll be back with more West Virginia High School boys basketball here on Talk Radio WRNR and TV10.
Hi, Crescia Hornby here. Larry DeMarco, broker of Modern Realty Results, believes he has some of the best real estate agents in the Eastern Panhandle. Agents at Modern Realty Results have years of experience and knowledge of the local real estate market. Agents within the office work as a team to provide quality customer service. We strive to always ensure client satisfaction through handling every transaction with honesty and integrity, all while offering competitive rates. Modern Realty Results is veteran-owned and managed. Please call us at 262-4222, modernrealtyresults.com.
After the timeout, still 7:08 left to go in this one.
My apologies to Dylan as well as Nick being incorrect. Yes, at one point Jefferson did take the lead there, but Washington took it right back with a three. So
Musselman will bring the ball up the court. It's Nate White. Gets it over to Corday Bunny on the left wing. Top of the key for Wade Bartles. Takes a three, and he knocks it down.
Very quick catch and shoot there by Bartles.
Bartles with his third three of the night, his first points of the second half. Makes it 52-33. Spring Mills working the ball around the perimeter. Finally gets it into the middle for Caleb Thomas, and he's called for a travel. And that seemed like the right call. 52-33, 6:43 left in this one. Tyler Jones will sit down. Max Anderson back in. Comes Nate White up the court. Gets out the Bunny. Try to run pretty much the same play for Bartles. Better defense this time. Santa Maria out to White. Pump fake, pull up from long two. No good. Rebounded by Mahood. Puts it up with a shot. And the second chance points are there for Matt Mahood, his first 2 points of the night. Make it 52-35.
Musselman not giving up here in the fourth.
Xavier Anderson has the ball in the left block. Gets it out to his brother, who passes it cross court, and then a turnover. Nate White trying to come the other way with the ball. Very fast. Ball's tipped out of his hands by Max Anderson and out of bounds. Slows down the fast break.
Yeah, he was just going a little bit too fast there.
5:58 to go. White will wait for the offense to develop. Gets it to Bunny. Pulls up, three-pointer. Knocks that down. Corday Bunny, his third three-pointer of the night. He's got 9 points. Timeout, Spring Mills. Leads cut to 14. 5:42 to go. We'll take a 30-second break as Spring Mills calls timeout. This is West Virginia High School boys basketball on Talk Radio, WRNR and TV10.
Heffley Motor Company off I-81 at 993 Hedgesville Road is a family-owned and operated business providing the Eastern Panhandle with the highest quality pre-owned vehicles and customer service since 1997. Heffley is a pre-owned Carfax Advantage dealer. We're proud to be your partner serving the community. You're local, we're local, so why not buy local? Call us at 304-267-7172 or see us at 993 Hedgesville Road. If you want to sell your car, we buy cars too. Check us out at Heffley.com. The Heffley Motor Company, a nice place to do business.
Fourth quarter here on TV10, brought to you in part by the committee to elect Rob Blair for sheriff. Berkeley County's choice for honesty, integrity, professionalism, and proven leadership. Learn more at robblairforsheriff.com. And by Modern Realty Results, the Larry DeMarco team at Modern Realty Results. If you're looking for a home in the tri-state, they have you covered. Musselman with a little bit of a run here, knocking down some three-pointers. Cuts the lead to just 14 when we were hovering around 22 to 24-point lead for Spring Mills. 5:42 left to go in the game.
Yeah, Musselman just doesn't quit. That's their type of mentality that you like to see. Still got a long way to go. Very unlikely for a full comeback, but playing solid defense right now, tracking the ball down.
Poku Champong, long three from the top of the key, no good. As Nate White tries to get the rebound, Max Anderson will be called for the loose ball foul, and that'll be his fourth. For the slow second half for Max Anderson, he had 7 points in the first, none since. Now he picks up his fourth personal. White guarded closely by Akwesi Apoku Champong the entire length of the court. There's Musselman right wing. Mahood tries to drive on Xavier Anderson. And we'll get a foul on the floor. Called against Apoku Champong, it looks like. His first. 5:10 left to go in the game. Musselman will get the ball out of bounds under the basket. It's White, Bunny, Bartles, Santa Maria, and Mahood in the game for Musselman. It's Anderson, Apoku Champong, Thomas, Youth Smith, and Jones for Spring Mills. And Musselman will turn the ball over as a pass attempt to Corday Bunny hits off his hands and goes into the sideline bleachers. 5 minutes to go. Spring Mills gets the ball into the middle for Caleb Thomas. He goes to the rim. No good. And the attempted rebound eventually goes out of bounds. It'll stick with Spring Mills. Possession arrow, if we get to it, also currently favors Spring Mills. Inbound attempt by Youth Smith, intercepted by Nate White as they tried to go deep with it. He gets himself to the rim for 2 points.
Yeah, I saw Caleb Thomas coming, and I thought we were about to see another block added to his highlight reel, but good job by White. Now Musselman making things interesting, but
Ooh, and Youth Smith with a three-pointer in the left corner quiets the Musselman contingent.
Haven't seen that, though, as of late here in this second half compared to the first half.
55-40, Wade Bartles short on the three attempt the other way himself. Poco Champon gets the rebound, and here he comes. Fast break, kicks it out left corner. Tyler Jones, three-pointer, no good. Ball tips up in the air, and we'll get a foul.
Yep, White was trying to pin back the arm of Xavier Anderson and got called with it.
4:15 left to go. 55-40. Number 1 Spring Mills leading Musselman. Tyler Jones left corner. Get it out, top of the key for Poku Champong. Go over to Youth Smith. Back to Akwesi. They'll get it inside to Thomas. Kick back out to Tyler Jones. Three-pointer. Rolls around. No good, but Youth Smith is there. Perfectly timed rebound. And he puts up 2 more points. Youth Smith with a big game off the bench. And we'll get a steal. Here comes Xavier Anderson. Up, and his layup attempt, he's fouled by Mahood.
And Xavier got poked in the eye.
And Mahood tried to help him up. He did not want his help. Waited for his teammates to come in.
You can see him kind of trying to wipe it. Got jabbed. See if he's okay and can stay in or not. So I'll allow some time here for X to get examined. Looks like we'll have the senior check back in as well. That being TJ Crawford.
They're having to see. He is going to sit down, Xavier Anderson.
Looks like Crawford will be the one checking in for him, and because of it being an injury, they're allowed to do so, which means Crawford will take the free throw.
It seems like Anderson might be ready to immediately check back in. They're not sending him over to the scores table yet, but I think he wants to come back in immediately. Crawford misses the first free throw. Now Crawford's second one. This time it's good. First points of the second half for Crawford. 58-40 is our score with 3:45 to go. Bunny brings it up, gets it over to McLean. And as he goes driving into the lane, they're going to kick Crawford for a foul.
It's only his first. But he'll take a seat on the bench, and Max Anderson will check in, who has 4 fouls.
With 3.5 minutes left. Wade Bartles coming off the screen, shoots a 3, and it's good.
Musselman will take a timeout. Great jump by Bartles with the inbound and immediately going into that left corner.
4th three-pointer for Wade Bartles makes it a 15-point game with 3.5 minutes left. We'll take a 30-second break and be back with more West Virginia High School boys basketball here on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Finally, West Virginia is moving in the right direction. As your West Virginia Senate President, Craig Blair has passed the most conservative legislative agenda in the nation. He has fought for our values like banning elective abortions, protecting our Second Amendment rights, and prevented boys from playing in girls' sports. Senator Craig Blair championed the largest tax cut in the history of our state. Craig Blair, a strong conservative leader. Promises made, promises kept. This election, vote for Republican Craig Blair for State Senate. Paid for by the committee to re-elect Craig Blair.
Just 3.5 minutes to go here from the Cardinal Coliseum in Spring Mills High School. Cardinals with a 15-point lead over the Applemen of Musselman. Dylan Bishop and Colin McLaughlin here for Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. The three-pointers have started to rain back down here late in this one. Wade Bartles has himself 4 on the night, 2 in each half. Okay, Youth Smith up to 14 points off the bench. And three-pointers have been a big part of that for him. Both teams making it rain tonight. Spring Mills has the ball. Here comes Musselman with some full court pressure. Cardinals break the press. Thomas kick out to Opoku Champong. He lets Bunny go by him, dribbles, takes the three and hits it.
Stoppage as the ball was rolling away, so official just stops the clock. So no delay a game, since the clock typically doesn't stop after a made basket.
It's 11 threes for Spring Mills. Bartles gets it over to McLean in the right corner. He drives in past Anderson and puts it in. Gavin McLean.
Strong finish.
Cuts the lead back down to 16. Under 3 minutes to go now. McLean's got 8 points here tonight. Max Anderson dribbles the ball in and then back out. Hugh Smith has it right wing, kicks it inside to Anderson, who gets it back out. And now Spring Mills will work it across. Opoku Champong, three-pointer from the top of the key is good.
That had some arc to it as well. A little bit of a rainbow three like Dirk Nowitzki.
A moonshot from Akwesi. Opoku Champong makes it 64-45. Here's Wade Bartles trying to hit his fifth of the night. He can't do it. Now Spring Mills comes quick the other way. Max Anderson spins and puts it up off the backboard and in. Max Anderson's first points of the second half. Come here with 2 minutes to go. It's 66-45. Musselman on the other end here. Mahood trying to work the ball around against Xavier Anderson. Fires the ball out to Corday Bunny. Picks up his dribble on the elbow. Pass it over to Wade Bartles. Right wing. Three. No good. Rebounded by Thomas. And here he comes. Run the break on the other side. Kicks it out. Left wing. Hugh Smith with another three. 69-45 with 1:25 to go. Okay, Hugh Smith. Huge second half to go with a great first half off the bench.
Yeah, Spring Mills right now finishing this game with the foot all the way down on that gas pedal.
We get a foul called here against Spring Mills, and looks like that's the fifth on Max Anderson.
So his night's done. Jones will come in. I'd like to see Crawford come in, being senior night, let him out there in the final moments of this one.
Gavin McLean will get 2 free throws. Logan Shelton's also ready to check in on the Musselman side. First free throw from McLean is good. Makes it 69-46. Bartles will sit down. Musselman will back things up on the defense. And McLean makes a second, gets himself up to double digits on the night. 69-47 here with 1:10 left. Musselman trying to trap the ball. Spring Mills working the ball around. Cross-court pass by Hugh Smith to Jones. Out to the top for Akwesi. Caleb Thomas ends up with the ball top of the key. He'll go to Opoku Champong. Deep three from the right wing. No good. McLean gets the rebound. He'll bring it out with 44 seconds left. So it'll be another big win for Spring Mills here in the EPAC, as the ball ends up on the floor, and we'll get a jump ball between Wollaston and Opoku Champong.
Yeah, Wollaston tried to get the timeout call, just didn't get it in time. Most likely Spring Mills probably going to just try to play keep away here to wind down the final 35 seconds and come out of this one with a win. 17-0 overall. Pass gets deflected out of bounds, but I think both sides can overall be content with some things in this.
Ball goes inside to Thomas, and then he dribbles it back out with 20 seconds left in the game. See if Spring Mills puts up one more shot or not. Tyler Jones will. It's blocked by Glavin McLean. And we'll get a foul on the floor against Jones as he tried to get the rebound back. 8.7 left to go. So one last possession for Musselman. See if they try to do anything with it. Gives it to Wollaston. 3 on the clock. 2, 1. Ball dribbles out of bounds off the tip with 0.8 of a second. So we'll just get one inbound. And the game will be over. It'll be a big-time 69-47, unless this shot from Corday Bunny goes in. It does not. Win for Spring Mills over Musselman. 22-point win. It's a 17-7 run to end the game for Spring Mills. Musselman got themselves a 12-0 run at one point to cut the lead down to 12. Colin will go over to grab our winning coach, Luke Samples, and get a post-game interview with the coach as Spring Mills improves to 17-0 on the season, continuing their dominance as number one team in the EPAC and the number one team in the state of West Virginia. Musselman will drop to 10-8. 1-6 in EPAC play. A tough season in conference for Musselman so far. They've had some tough, very close losses. 5-point loss to Jefferson, 1-point loss to Hedgesville in conference play so far this year. It's a big senior night for Spring Mills' TJ Crawford. We'll go ahead, we'll take a break for 2 minutes, and then when we come back, we'll have Coach Luke Samples, or actually he's walking out here right now, so he actually might be ready to go for us without taking a break. It's perfect timing for him. Go ahead and give Coach Samples his headset, make sure that he can hear us.
Yep, we're good.
All right, Coach, big win for you guys tonight on your senior night for TJ Crawford. Got him in the starting lineup, got him 7 points here tonight. Let's start off talking about TJ and the way he played tonight.
I mean, selflessness and servanthood, man. He's our scout team shooter. Every team has a shooter, and he doesn't complain. He never does. I mean, he was starting in June for us, and some things happened where guys came in and guys got better, and TJ got better too. You saw that tonight. But again, at the end of the day, man, for a senior to be willing to play on the scout team every practice against those dudes, that's special, and it just goes. I mean, that's why we're undefeated right now, because we have kids like that. And he was ready for the moment, as you saw, and I couldn't be more proud of him. Every senior in the nation should take notice, because that's what you do, man. When your number's called, you deliver, and you do whatever the team needs, and that's tough being the only senior and not getting big minutes. But he took advantage of all his minutes, and I think we found a seventh man.
You guys were able to go out there and, especially in the first half, really knock down those three-pointers. I believe 9 in the first half, almost a dozen here in the end. Just talk about the shooting performance from your team.
Yeah, but when we're making shots, man, we're really, really hard to beat. And the thing that frustrates me a little bit is every shot is wide open. So it's like, can we please make some more? Give credit to Musselman, man. They run that little 2-2-1 half court, and it's never bothered us. It really, really bothered us tonight, and it was a great adjustment. I mean, again, going against our scout team and going against Musselman is a lot different, and they played with a lot of pride, and they're 10th in the state. So it's like they have a lot of seniors, and give credit to them. They were the reason why we weren't making some of those threes in the second half. They switched to the 2-2-1. But, yeah, man, when we're making shots, we're really, really good. When we're missing shots, we're still pretty good, but just we're not great.
Musselman was able to get themselves more points up on the board tonight than they did in the first matchup, but it didn't come easy. A lot of those were tough contested three-pointers for them. How did you feel about your defense tonight when it came to, at the very least, if nothing else, guarding inside in the paint?
Yeah, I think we gave up 16 first-half points, and when you're not shooting the ball, man, the energy goes down. We have to work on that. When you're not shooting the ball well, we still have to defend the same way. And, again, if you go back and look at it, I'm going to they're making contested three-point shots from JV players. I mean, if you're going to make contested JV shots, or if you're going to make contested 3-point shots from JV players, like, and we still win by 22, I'm pretty happy. Like, McLean didn't get off, Williston didn't get off, Mahood didn't get off, the Shelton boy, the point guard, didn't get off. So, I mean, those JV kids stepped up. I mean, they were playing JV a month ago, and now they came in and made big shots that were contested by 6'5", 6'7" guys. So, credit them again, man. They did a good job.
You guys back in action tomorrow here. Big rivalry against Hedgesville. First meeting between you guys last year. They were the ones that beat you here in that sectional championship. I know. Motivation, obviously, big time for tomorrow night. What are you looking forward to in that matchup?
I think we kind of got lucky because Musselman and Hedgesville are very, very similar in their play style. I mean, if we were playing Martinsburg tomorrow, it'd be way different because we don't have time to scout them and put our scout in. We have one day. Now, we have worked on Hedgesville and Musselman this week, so we're ready for them. It was a snow cancellation game, so we got to work on them prior to tomorrow. And again, man, Hedgesville's going to do what they do. They're going to be patient. They're going to take good shots. They're going to really, really guard, and I'm guessing they might play a little bit of zone after tonight. But yeah, it's a great rivalry game. It's why these kids play. And again, man, we got to beat them once to get the 1 seed. We have to beat them once. We have 2 tries, and then we'll be the 1 seed. And that was our goal, to be the 1 seed going into the playoffs and just deliver. So yeah, man, every game the EPAC's similar. It's a war, and Hedgesville will bring their A game. We're number 1. And everyone wants to be the one for our number 1. They want to be that one loss. So they'll come out. Coach Church will have them ready.
All right, Coach. Thanks for the time. Congrats on the win.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate you.
Appreciate it, Coach.
Yep. With that, we will send it to a 2-minute break, and when we come back, we'll have the postgame show. This is West Virginia High School basketball here on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
You can play, work, and explore without joint pain. Whether it's a strain, sprain, or fracture, WVU Medicine, Orthopedics, and Sports Medicine can help you live without joint pain. Our expert team of surgeons offer the exceptional care you expect for the injuries you don't, specializing in joint replacement, sports and traumatic injuries, hip and knee disorders, foot and ankle surgery, hand and wrist surgery, and shoulder reconstruction. Call 304-725-BONE today to learn how you can live without joint pain.
I pre-planned my funeral to make it easier on my family. They were relieved to know I'll get just what I want.
My family actually thanked me for taking matters into my own hands. Turns out having this awkward conversation wasn't awkward at all.
Pre-planning is my choice. There are certain things about me my family may not know. Now they won't need to guess.
The choices are yours. The peace of mind is theirs. Pre-plan your funeral with Brown Funeral Homes and everything will be taken care of. Find out more online at brownfuneralhomeswv.com. Brown Funeral Homes, here for you.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How can I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm John Everson, private wealth advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
This game show here on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10 brought to you by the Palace Lounge on Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg with a full lunch dinner menu with daily specials and a clean, comfortable atmosphere. Check out the menu on the Palace Lounge Facebook page. Big time win, 69-47 for Spring Mills over Musselman. Dylan Bishop and Colin McLaughlin here for Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. Colin, Spring Mills, another one, still undefeated, still number 1.
Yep, they got the job done, and really more so in that first half with getting that lead early and dominating, as you heard from Coach Amples, holding Musselman to, I believe, 16 points in the first half as well. That's really the difference there, was that first half. Second half, a little bit more competitive, which you like to see from Musselman. They didn't quit. They were able to fight back, but in the end, as you said, yeah, Spring Mills still best team in the state, still showed tonight.
With that, we'll get into our post-game stats, brought to you by Hagerstown Ford, revolutionizing the car buying experience. Go to fordofhagerstown.com. Let's start with Musselman. On their side, they had 2 players reach double digits on the night. Wade Bartles got himself 12 points, all on 3-pointers. 4 of them he hit tonight. Gavin McLean got himself 10 points, 9 for Corday Bunny off the bench, 6 points for Troy Wollaston, and then 2 points each for Santa Maria, Mahood, Colton Shelton, and Nate White. And that's all the scoring for Musselman. And on the Spring Mills side, like we said, like Coach Sample said, they may have found themselves the seventh man. It was TJ Crawford starting as the lone senior on senior night for the Cardinals. Got himself 7 points, hit 2 3-pointers in the first half. And then a lot of 9-point performances here from Spring Mills tonight. 9 points from Max Anderson, 9 points from Xavier Anderson, 9 points by Tyler Jones, 9 for Caleb Thomas, and 9 for Akwesi Opoku Champong. And then off the bench, when he's usually a starter, Loke Youth Smith with 17 points.
Yeah, it just shows you how unselfish this team can be. They can spread it out, and even though they don't have depth, maybe as you consider depth, going 8 or 9 deep, they will go 6, sometimes 7 deep. But still, overall, they're all fantastic players, and you see it there, evening up the offensive scoring.
Let's get into Collins Awards here for the night, starting with our rejection of the game, brought to you by Cody's Auto Body at 851 Wilson Street in Martinsburg, family-owned, offering superior customer service and great pricing for a job done by experienced certified technicians. Call them at 304-901-4777 or visit their Facebook page.
Tonight actually was pretty difficult trying to figure out a rejection of the game and who to give it to. We saw a good bit on both sides, but ultimately I'm going with Tyler Jones, guy, not one of the tallest guys on the court. So when you see a block like he had, you got to give it to him just because of that.
It's rare for us to have a Spring Mills game and not have the rejection of the game be Caleb Thomas.
Exactly.
So that's how you know it was a full team performance here tonight. Let's go to the moment of the game, brought to you by WVU Medicine, Berkeley Medical Center, and Jefferson Medical Center, leading healthcare here and everywhere.
Moment of the game right at the start. Senior night, TJ Crawford goes out there. 2 left corner threes to start off the fantastic night of, 11, 12 threes for Spring Mills? So, moment of the game right there for him. His night. Lone senior contributing for the win.
Good call there, Colin. And the player of the game, brought to you by Orsini's Home Store. Not just an appliance store any longer. 360 Hack Wilson Way in Martinsburg and Orsinis.com. Colin, who's the player of the game tonight?
Youth Smith. 17 points. Dominating for him. Player of the game. That simple.
And that's a rare role for him off the bench. I wonder if Coach Samples will even consider any sort of, shift to that as well. Sometimes guys can do better off the bench. Sometimes you want one of your better players that maybe is not, it's more important. You hear coaches say it all the time, whether it's Coach Rogers or even up to, someone like Greg Popovich in the NBA. It's not about who starts, it's about who finishes. Okay, Youth Smith, definitely one of the 5 best players on Spring Mills, but had himself a great game off the bench here tonight with 17 points. And with that, we'll say goodnight here from Spring Mills High School in the Cardinal Coliseum. For Aiden Sensabaugh behind the camera, Colin McLaughlin next to me at the table here. Nick Verzolini back in the studio, who you'll hear from after this break with the post-game scoreboard show. I'm Dylan Bishop saying so long. Here from Spring Mills High School, it's a 69-47 win for the Cardinals. And we hope that you have a great rest of your Friday night.
Hi, Crescia Hornby here. Larry DeMarco, broker of Modern Realty Results, believes he has some of the best real estate agents in the Eastern Panhandle. Agents at Modern Realty Results have years of experience and knowledge of the local real estate market. Agents within the office work as a team to provide quality customer service. We strive to always ensure client satisfaction through handling every transaction with honesty and integrity, all while offering competitive rates. Modern Realty Results is veteran-owned and managed. Please call us at 262-4222, modernrealtyresults.com.
My kids. You know I want the best for you, don't you? We need to have a conversation.
End-of-life planning is no one's favorite discussion, but the relief of having everything in place when the hour of need arrives is a gift. Give it to your family. Plan ahead with us.
Brown Funeral Homes, a leading provider of cremations, invites you to explore the many flexible options of cremation. From environmental considerations to the benefit of greatly reduced cost, it may be the perfect answer for your family. Online at brownfuneralhomeswv.com. Brown Funeral Homes, here for you.
I do.
We got double the Rock's gas rewards, 6 cents off a gallon.
I can't believe you didn't fill up.
That's double my rent. Not my car.
Save now with double the gas discount. 6 cents off a gallon with Rock's Rewards.
We got double the Rock's gas rewards, 6 cents off a gallon.
You had one job.
It's between girls.
Save now with double the gas discount. 6 cents off a gallon with Rock's Rewards.
After a car accident, what do you get when you call Mansion Ferretti?
You get more experience from a local law firm with over 115 years of combined service.
More respect from a team who treats clients like their own family.
And more fight, because we want you to get every dollar you deserve.
Experience, respect, results. If you've been injured, that's what you want in your lawyer.
And that's what you'll get when you call us. Car accident? Get more with Mansion Ferretti. 304-264-8505.
The City of Martinsburg Police Department is now recruiting for new officers to serve the community and to be a part of our team. Starting pay ranges from $53,813 to $70,565 depending on experience, with a raise once you are certified and a potential sign-on bonus as well. City of Martinsburg police benefits include health insurance, vacation leave, sick leave, personal time, and comp time, a pension plan, paid gym membership, longevity pay, tuition assistance, and a deferred comp plan. Applicants are encouraged to apply before the February 10 exam date. Apply at cityofmartinsburg.org.
Life is evolving. Over the past decade, the way we do almost everything has changed. Get on your phone, see something you like, click on it, and it shows up at your door. Why should the way you have your car serviced be any different? Why waste your time going to a dealership service department when Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to you? They service all makes, all models, and offer full parts and labor warranties. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to your door or office and service your vehicle while you're doing what you need to be doing, conducting that business meeting or mowing the lawn. Why take time out of your busy schedule when you don't have to? Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet's friendly, knowledgeable staff will come to you where you live or where you work for full service maintenance, from oil changes to tire rotations, brakes, batteries, multi-point inspections. They handle it all. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet is committed to delivering the best of the best to their customers. Trust them to service your vehicle where you're at home or at work. Skip the time-consuming and terminal wait at the dealership. Schedule your appointment at fordofhagerstown.com or hancockchevy.com.
On January 18th, Rob Blair was appointed by the Berkeley County Commission to fill the vacancy of sheriff. A retired captain with the West Virginia State Police, Rob Blair is putting his 35 years of experience and training in law enforcement, administration, and supervision to work for the citizens of Berkeley County. A vote for Rob Blair for sheriff is a vote for honesty, integrity, professionalism, and proven leadership. Paid for by Committee to Elect Rob Blair for Sheriff.
We welcome you in here to the post-game and one scoreboard show. I'm Nick Verzolini. Your final here tonight. Spring Mills takes care of business against Musselman 69-47 in the Jefferson County rivalry tonight. Washington holds on to beat Musselman 75-69. The Washington Wizards trail the Boston Celtics in the third quarter 89-78. Tomorrow, on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10, or not on TV 10, but on Talk Radio WRNR, you can listen to West Virginia Mountaineers men's basketball as the Mountaineers head to Texas. 8-14, WVU takes on 15-8 Texas. It's a 3 p.m. tip-off, 2:30 Mountaineer Sports Network pregame show. Texas is an 11.5-point favorite. That will do it here for us on the post-game show. Our next action Monday night, as we have more high school basketball coming to you next week. But this is West Virginia High School Boys Basketball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. Have a good night, everyone.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be. Join us every night to relax and enjoy football or basketball games featuring either the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Shepherd University Rams, or West Virginia Mountaineers. We will have steak night every Wednesday, trip nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. You can find us on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
You've been listening to West Virginia High School basketball. Today's game has been brought to you by
Parsons Ford of Martinsburg, Rocks, the Dutch Miller Auto Group, the Mirius Group of Financial Advisors, the Skinner Accident and Injury Lawyers, Brown's Funeral Homes and Cremations, CMA Honda, Craig Blair for State Senate, Orsini's Home Store, the Mansion Peretti Law Firm, the Berkeley County Health Department, Hagerstown Ford, Smallwood and Small Insurance, Modern Realty Results, the Palace Lounge, Cody's Auto Body, WVU Medicine.
For the continued excitement of high school, college, and NBA basketball, keep it tuned to Talk Radio WRNR Martinsburg. All rights reserved.
We are the Skinner Brothers. Most folks only need a lawyer once or twice in their lives. And when they're injured or in an accident, most people don't know what to do. We get it. It can be overwhelming.